row for Keith Smart. Check Andre Miller. Miller went upstairs to a flying Corey Maggette, who punched it down. Cavaliers come up with the rip away. Boozer's going to sail to the hole. Offensive foul on Carlos.
The Portland Trailblazers was the point guard, and I thought he did a good job for that team of getting the ball to his runners in the break.
Quentin Richardson could do that. He could come off curls and...
The next play. I like the fact that Keith Smart's keeping him in there with 2 fouls.
I do as well, as Ricky Davis will drill that jumper.
Duke, 13th pick in '99 of the Seattle Super.
Corey Maggette took down the Ricky Davis missed jumper. Elton Brand. Jump hook that's perfect. Averages a double-double.
And Andre doesn't always dig his heels in at the defensive if you can. You don't want to wake up a sleeping giant, because you know when Andre gets it going, more frustration or arguing on the call. And it was very close. Could have been a...
Carlos Boozer with 3 personal fouls, having to sit down in a handful of games, missing this one with the ankle injury. With him goes 17 points and 8 boards. Well, look at Maggette. Showing the hops as he soared high for the putback. Zadrunas off the fadeaway, working against Sean Rooks, and that wouldn't fall. Ricky Davis will step in a passing lane. Parker wanted to wrap around, and see Chris will get back in the flow offensively. Richardson to triple. He's going to get the favorable roll.
Touching it up, Quentin Richardson.
Head knock.
The head knocks, that's what you call it. I mean, we have dueling head knocks tonight.
Yeah.
Did so without Andre Miller, who was at the funeral of his stepfather. We're back in.
Davis trying to take Andre Miller. Parker to triple. Swish got his own and gave the wraparound pass right to Quentin Richardson. And Keith Smart with some words for Smush Parker. Teeing up that deep 3 is Corey Maggette, and Matty, his offensive game has grown by leaps and bounds, and along with Jermaine Jones. So Wagner still leads the rookies in the NBA in scoring.
Deal for getting the team in the offense.
Part of that responsibility now will be Dewan Wagner's. As Quentin Richardson again, sweet strokes another 3.
The Cavs not taking anything for granted, but those half-court passes in the half-court by Cleveland have to do a better job there.
Dewan Wagner with a deep triple. You talk about touching one up. Quentin Richardson's already tripled twice here in the opening quarter. Ricky Davis to rip down the missed 3 from Richardson. And Ricky's going to bring it up, lift it, and lace it. In the ball club now.
Well, with only 8 wins in the first half of the season, you got to make some changes.
Wagner's got to look at a triple, and he'll fill it up.
Standing 3-point shooter, 40% for his career.
Ricky Davis wants the Chris Mim pick. They double Davis, so Mim will spot up and stick it.
Oh, that'd feel good for Chris Mim to find.
Turn that corner. Great look for Elton Brand. Sagana, Jop said no. The rejection from Jop. Wagner in a hurry. He floats to the hole and goes glass.
So far, Sagana Jopson.
Andre Miller got to the dotted line, had to readjust with the left hand. Chris Mim going to lead the run out. Give it up to Davis, who brings it down hard.
Highlight reel, Ricky Davis doing the head bump.
It'll be a flagrant foul on Ricky Davis, but how about the give up from Chris Mim? Cavaliers on a 14-3 run, deleted by 1. Go back a couple of years to me. He's improved dramatically on the offensive end, as you said, liking the setup on the right block. There's what we saw a lot of from Dewan Wagner early on when he came back from. And the Clips already 5 of 9 from long distance. Palacio went to give it up and threw it away. Turnover Cavaliers. Palacio on the burst out. Dewan Wagner got shut off. Palacio with a step. Milt Palacio to finish that in the land. Dewan Wagner's pass never got to a posting Chris Mim. Corey Maggette will send it down hard as he was running the floor.
There you go.
John Baglier, Jeff Houston, 27 assists, the left-hander. Corey Maggette is going to line up a 3 that's right there. So Maggette has had a 15-point first half from long distance. Brutus Ilgauskas back at the floor with Ricky Davis. Here's the Wagner. Wagner will bottom out another tray. So Wani has a home run for the third-year pro from Texas. Richardson got another look at that deep jumper that goes down.
And I think it confused Chris Mihm. Here's it is a throwaway.
Juan Wagner with a rip away. Wagner to finish it strong, and Wani has come off the bench to provide 15 points.
Execute, just lazy coming to the ball, careless pass, and give away a layup. And that's why they have the record that they do right now. The alert defense by Juan Wagner able to finish it off nicely with the left hand.
Corey Maggette with a couple of free throw hits, a 7.
Who could be not really ready to play it, getting over the grief process.
Corey Maggette will take it hard to the rack, and he finished that strong as he ducked inside. Both.
He's one of 4 restricted free agents for the Clippers, which is going to make for a very interesting offseason. Nice feed inside to Carlos Boozer.
Of course, field goal shooting percentages as well. Darius Miles out of the spot up, and he'll stroke that jumper.
Lamar Odom not playing tonight. Hard to tell what they're going to do with him, although he supposedly, the owners do, knowing they're not going to be able to sign everybody.
The Swiss Parker's pass never got to Carlos Boozer. Maggette will put it hard on the deck, and Quentin Richardson rocks it down. That we've seen, Matty, is so many times the inability to make entry passes to the post. Quentin Richardson made the Cavaliers pay 52 LA Clipper points. 52 of the 65 they put on the board tonight. Here's Davis bouncing his way into the paint, stroking that jumper.
A good idea to go at Quentin Richardson. Not a Miles took off on that jump shot. The Cavs are in a position right now where they've got to think gang rebound, especially because he's ever guarding Elton Brand. Can't worry about rebounding. You got to worry about just keeping him off the board.
That short jumper to fall. Part of Smush's game that everybody hopes grows, and with maturation, Matty, is the fundamental side of it. Is Ricky Davis will knock out another jumper.
The only thing that's going to
out of minutes for Smush. Andre Miller had it ripped away by Parker. This is Olo Candy. The putback went from Quentin Richardson, who continues to impress on the offensive end. Quentin Richardson. Cavaliers bouncing out. Jermaine Jones up high, had to save and threw it right to Maggette. Bad decision, Ricky Davis. Corey Maggette going strong to the hoop and ad-libbing. Elton Brand came away with a basketball. Now Brand's going to lift that jumper that's right there as he held down. Again, foul plague tonight with 4 points and 5 rebounds.
Cavaliers kind of just being very tentative and just hands up Harry type of defense instead.
Davis to raise up. Jermaine Jones kept it alive, but Maggette will come away. Corey Maggette on the sprint to the hoop, and one coming, and that was some kind of special finish from Maggette.
You can see him just taking it. All he knows is there's a rim ahead of him. Did a little crossover to get by Ricky Davis, able to finish on the play. Another one of those touch fouls here, as maybe Ricky got him on the way up. But Maggette, a tough customer in the open floor.
Corey Maggette.
Tough score. Just dribbling into a crowd, able to draw contact and get the...
Maggette's season high is 34. 4 of 5 from the line. 5 of 6. Contract he got from Toronto. Clips throw it away. Mint going hard to the rim.
Half-court sets and good time to pull it out of the bag.
Juan Wagner going to put his head down and go to the rack. That is the explosiveness of the rookie out of Memphis, Maggette. Darius Miles ready to check back in. Here's Jermaine Jones to raise up. Ring it. Jermaine Jones.
In a zone on a number of occasions tonight. Not that many, but they have sprinkled it in there just enough.
Shot clock for the Cavaliers at 8. Shot clock at 3. Davis got to elevate. Stick it. Big hoop. Ricky Davis. Wagner found a flashing Ricky Davis. Squeezes out that short jumper.
I don't know if Darius Miles can handle Brand inside. Got to get a bigger guy on him.
Pick and roll. Davis going hard to the hoop and got the roll. Call on the Clippers, and he got it.
There's that cut by Ricky off the ball, just flashing into the open area. Candy too slow to go. And there's that pick and roll that the Clippers have so much difficulty in defending, and just that little crease, that's all Ricky Davis needs.
Cavaliers with a chance to take the lead on this trip. Davis from deep. Got it. He's feeling it. Ricky Davis in one of those free flows offensively. And then Ricky Davis has that sweet stroke in full bloom for Davis here in the fourth quarter. 4 Cavaliers run. The last 9 points from Ricky Davis. Wagner just fleeced Andre Miller. Wagner on the sprint to the offensive end to finish it.
The Cavaliers coming out of that timeout in a zone defense.
10 boards, and a moment ago that 5th personal foul. Pick and roll for Chris Mill. To fill it up. Blue Jackets icebreaker at 6:30. Face off. Puck drops 7 o'clock right here. Fox Sports Net. Oh, did the Clips need that? And Corey Maggette is. Matty, how about Ricky Davis here in the fourth quarter for the Cavaliers?
Yeah, that pretty much got it started there. The shot clock was winding down. Had to have been something, and then going to a lot of two-man play. And Ricky Davis just getting a few openings.
Wagner on the year, a 78% free throw tosser, and he will split the pair.
Things right now. And Darius Miles, who I thought would have some problems with Elton Brand, is holding his own net.
Ricky Davis, 16 the second half. And as he strokes a couple of free throws.
Over the top of the screen on the dribble. And just a clever play by Ricky to draw the foul. Or you got to come double him, or somebody's going to get an open shot. And that enables Elton Brand to get on the line for 3.
Season high, 34 from Maggette. If he is. Corey Maggette has really stuffed the stat sheet in 41 minutes of work.
Shots, but you definitely do not want to foul the jump shooter, especially.
Andre Miller against Wagner. Got rejected by Wagner. Candy got swatted by Darius Miles.
Fabulous defensive play here by Wagner. Normally, Andre Miller will get that shot off, and in many cases draw along with Wagner, who can create with about 3 or 4 seconds left on the shot clock. That time
or better, as he has exploded here in the fourth quarter. Hands of Ricky Davis against Quentin Richardson. Davis for the lead. Book it.
Right enough to challenge. Trying to force Ricky to his left, and did a good enough job of that. He's done that a couple of times, but way too far off to challenge that shot.
To initiate, and right back in his hand. Miller with 5. Miller to raise up. Lost it. Miles got fouled by Candy. Comes
tonight, quickly getting the ball. He's been unable to turn the corner. He was unable to do it against Smush Parker early. Yeah, he just lost the ball there on the way up. Now Darius Miles.
Point game. Maggette for the tie. Nope. Or rather, Cavs went up 4 as